So when doing a body recomp, or AKA shredding, it's recommended to always consume foods that are high volume, low calorie. High volume, low calorie. These are foods that have a relatively small number of calories in proportion to their size or their volume. High volume, low calorie foods will allow you to eat large size meals, stay full, combat cravings, all while staying within a calorie deficit. And this will make cutting far more manageable and effortless. Say for example, let's take a palm size serving of chicken breast, and that's going to be roughly 200 calories, which is roughly the same as 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, right? So the chicken breast is high volume, low calorie. The peanut butter is calorie dense. Now, if you're dieting, you've got a finite number of calories that you can eat up for the day. You want to make sure that what you're eating is going to keep you full. That's what high volume, low calorie foods are all about, guys. Foods that are large in size for a low amount of calories. Now, which is going to keep you full? A whopping chicken breast the size of my entire hand, or just 2 bites of peanut butter? Okay, so how you choose your calories effectively is going to absolutely make or break your calorie deficit. So we're now going to be breaking down the best high volume, low calorie foods to be eating on a shred. For protein, we've got chicken breast, turkey breast, high protein, low fat yogurt. We've got egg whites. Now what I usually do is I'll have say 4 to 5 egg whites in the morning, and I'll add an additional 1 to 2 whole eggs just for the flavor and to also get my vitamins and minerals on point. The next being canned tuna. Okay, canned tuna in spring water or brine, nothing in oil. We have shortcut bacon, and we have shaved ham. Shaved ham is an excellent replacement for bacon if you really want to try and preserve calories. We have turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is even better. Shaved ham and or turkey bacon, pure protein. Next, we have shrimp. We have tilapia fillet. We have ground turkey that's going to be 90% lean. We have ground bison if you live in Canada or the USA. We have tuna fillet. We have cod fillet, low-fat cottage cheese, and lastly, whey protein isolate. The vast majority of these are virtually pure proteins, especially the shrimp, fish, and anything with turkey. When it comes to carbohydrates, we have wholemeal bread, wholemeal wraps, wholemeal pasta, white potato, and sweet potato. Now, some of these, especially the wraps, definitely pack a punch in terms of how many carbohydrates they have per 100 grams, but because of their wheat content, it is a large volume of food compared to, say, a few tablespoons of brown rice. It takes up more space in your stomach. Something like bread, for example, takes up more space in your stomach than, say, a tablespoon of rice. Same goes for wholemeal pasta. Now, wholemeal pasta you could definitely eat on a bulk, but the thing is, once you boil that pasta, right, it expands a lot, and that takes up a lot of volume in your stomach for no additional extra added calories, right? White potatoes might just be the best thing here on this list. Incredibly low calorie, high quality carbohydrate source. Now, when you're shredding, you won't intentionally have to add fat sources like you would on a bulk. A lot of the time, you'll meet your daily fat intake on your shred just from the natural fats in some of those meats or the carbs, even in the oil that you use. It's very important that you do all of your cooking, if you do any cooking at all on this program, with an olive oil spray. Like we've talked about previously, olive oil is 130 calories per tablespoon. A serving of the spray is going to be 10 to 20 calories, just 10 to 20 calories. It goes a lot further. In general, I'd recommend cooking a lot of your food, where possible, in an air fryer. And enclose whatever food you do cook inside alfoil. The alfoil will keep all that moisture locked inside the food. You won't even have to use any oil. and you'll save yourself a lot of calories. A lot of the time, when guys cook, typically it's on an open frying pan with no lid and the moisture evaporates, so they need to keep adding endless oil so that it doesn't go dry. This is how guys add an extra 500, 600 calories worth of oil to every meal. This is not ideal. So if you are cooking with a pan, be sure to always keep that lid on, unless it's something like a steak. But other than that, we want to always try and keep that moisture in. Okay, you can add a tablespoon or two of water even to the pan just to keep that moisture there, right? We often don't need to add oil. We just simply need to add some water to give that food back that moisture, right? And this will save you a ton of calories when cooking. Now, this must be mentioned, okay? When shredding or cutting, you can add fats into your diet, right? So you can add things like avocado, or you can add low-fat sour cream. Obviously, we've mentioned olive oil on this list. But the next thing we'll be diving into are veggies. The best veggies to include in your meals are broccoli, zucchini, pumpkin, carrot, cauliflower, spinach, and lettuce. And honestly, I wouldn't even bother tracking the calories from these. An entire bag of frozen broccoli is 80 calories. That's like one shot of the caramel syrup you put in your macchiato at Starbucks. Are you starting to understand now? When it comes to size versus calories, not all foods are made equal. So you can literally double, even triple the size of your meals by fully stacking each plate with either veggies or salad. If it's a chicken wrap, you load that shit up with as much spinach, lettuce, and tomato as possible. If it's a stir fry, you load that shit up with capsicum, broccoli, and zucchini. Even if it's, say, a pre-made meal that's been delivered to you, go and take a bag of microwave veggies, zap them in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes, and then add that all into a bowl with your prepackaged meal. Now, you have twice as much food for an extra 20 to 30 calories, and it's going to taste the exact same. Fruits are also an excellent snack on the shred. Because they contain fructose, like we've talked about, the fiber from fructose does an excellent job at satiating our appetite and keeping us full. Now, the fruits that I would recommend are apples, strawberries, and blueberries. These are all very low-calorie fruits, but especially apples and strawberries. An entire 250-gram box of strawberries is just 80 calories. A large red apple, just 60 calories. Usually after lunch or even after breakfast, I'll always have a red apple. This will totally blunt my appetite and keep my mind off food for the next 4, even 5 hours. And I'd just like to be noted, okay, you don't have to once again limit yourself to these exact foods on your shred, but they are on this list because they are the most high volume, low calorie, and will do the best job at ensuring you stay full each day and are able to effortlessly operate at a calorie deficit without going to bed hungry each night. Once again, you can find the macro breakdown for all of the protein and carbs per 100 grams in this video inside the PDF below, or you can just always Google that shit.